Hello universe, what's up? It's Brownie619 and today we're going to be doing a sleek extended ponytail with a side swoop and a little bit of baby hairs, okay? First thing we're going to do is start off with freshly washed blow dried hair, making sure that we get rid of any lumps, bumps, tangles, or speed bumps that may be in the road, alright? I don't know what kind of, this is like a handleless blow dryer. I don't know what the brand is. But when I do go in the flat iron right here, I'm going in with my Conaires. I like Conair flat irons personally. I don't have to spend a lot of money to get the kind of sleek look that I'm looking for at all, okay? And I have I got about 4 of these flat irons, but they work perfectly for me, okay? So, anywho, I'm just going to go in and straighten it and get it sleek enough to get us a sleek ponytail going. Focusing mostly at the base, okay? Not so much on the ends. So don't be adding too much heat on the ends. Don't worry about the ends, mostly just the base. So right here you see me parting the ponytail maybe in about half of the back of the ponytail right there, because that's going to be my reference point of where she wants her ponytail to be, okay? So I'm going to go in and start forming that ponytail of where she wants that ponytail to sit on her head. Always make sure you ask your client how they sleep, because if they're back sleepers, they may not want that ponytail sitting in the middle of their head. That'll be hard to sleep that way. It may need to be a little lower, or it may need to be higher, okay? If they're side sleepers, you want to make sure that you're not putting a ponytail on the side that they typically sleep on either, all right? So right here, I just went in with my Got to Be Glued, and I sprayed around my reference point and molded it as I figure she wanted it to be in the area that she wanted it to be. Okay, this is going to be my base reference point. And then I'm just going to go in and section it. I did about 3 sections. The first side I did was the right side where the swoop is going to be. But I did the right side and molded that part. Then I went in and molded down the middle section, the middle quadrant, and then after that I went in with the left side and molded that side down. So you can see how I did one side, the middle side, and then the far left side, okay? So you just see me doing a lot of molding, a lot of spraying with a lot of Got to Be Glued hairspray, and you see me doing a lot of molding. It's super important to make sure that you're molding, you're pressing and molding with your hand, and you're combing through to make sure that you get a sleek, sleek, sleek look. No lumps, no bumps, no tangles, no humps, okay? So this is where, you know, your patience and you crafting and seeing any holes in the scalp, or being able to see through the scalp, or seeing any lines in the hair. This is where you want to make sure that you're just going in and you're just perfecting those things. And it's going to take time, okay? So just be patient with yourself, all right? Once I've kind of got that top how I want it to be, you see me go in and clip away that rubber band that was at our reference point, because now everything back there is solid and solidified. That rubber band doesn't need to be there anymore. And I will tell you as well that you don't necessarily have to go in and some people like to go all throughout the hair, spraying throughout the hair and hardening it throughout the hair, but you really don't even have to do that. If you have a nice, sleek enough flat iron, you should be able to comb that ponytail up and just to the ponytail and position it where you want it to be, and combing it through with a fine tooth comb, putting a rubber band on it, and then you should be able to go through with your Got to Be Glued and start spraying and molding just like that, okay? But for her, she plays softball, and so I want to make sure that she's not sweating it out, and that we have a really hard hold, so that she can dance the night away at prom on that night. So as you'll see, my I think that's a red blow dryer, but you see that I have my concentration nozzle on. That makes sure that the air from the blow dryer is not just blowing all over the place and you don't have hairs blowing all over the place. It concentrates the air in the direction that you want it to go. So right here, when it comes to her swoop, I just part off sections and I spray and mold down. See, I parted off a second section, sprayed. Now I'm going to comb it over the other part that I just laid and molded down. Go into it with the blow dryer and concentrate that air in that area. Then I'm going to part again and do the same thing. I'm going to continue to repeat that process until I have no more loose hair at the top and that my swoop is going in the direction that I want it to go in. Okay. So a lot of holding, a lot of combing, a lot of blow drying in the direction that you want it to go in. Make sure, be very careful to make where my fingers are right there, that hair is dry before you start actually creating the swoop. When you create the swoop, you want to start in the inner area closest to the ponytail. I mean, closest to the part. So back there, right here, I know it's hard to see, and I'm so sorry. It was 6 o'clock, 6 something in the morning. I had a lot going on that day. And I just failed to really look and see if I was actually in the camera for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. But start in the back where the part is at when you start to begin your swoop. And then work in small sections up toward the front of the swoop. Just to ensure that everything is laying perfectly and seamlessly when you're doing this process. Make sure that everything is dry when you start doing that swoop, because you don't want anything lifting up, especially toward the back where that part is. Okay, so right here you just see me ensuring and just making sure that everything is laying the way that it should be, the way that I want it to be. And this video is edited. This is about this hairstyle took about a good hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours to really fully complete and get the way I wanted it to be. So a lot of smoothing. Okay, you may have to take the ponytail down and put it back up. You may have to comb, keep spraying and keep spraying and keep combing and molding until you get it where you want it to be. So right here you saw me braid that ponytail. I tucked her ends and put a rubber band on the end. And then you see me wrapping the Xanax strip around, and I'm just going to secure it with a rubber band. I'm not even going to use any glue on that. Okay. This is to protect her hair and to protect her ends and keeping any glue off of it. So I think I must be about to go upstairs and get the edge control, because that's how I'm going to go ahead and swoop those. You can take your flat iron and curl those baby hairs and get kind of like a little curl on it before you go, and then comb the curl out and comb it into the direction that you want it to go. And you can use a little edge control to kind of lay it how you want it to lay, and then go back over those baby hairs with the got to be glued and blow dry them until they as well are hard. You then, after doing that and letting it set, you can comb those out if you want soft baby hair, but I wanted those to stay because it's going to be dancing. I don't want them to sweat out. Okay, so right here, I think she had a 26-inch ponytail. This hair right here was a blend. It was not a fully human hair ponytail. It was kind of like human hair ponytail. Okay, so I just want to tell you guys, these can take heat. You can't put a flat iron on it, but it needs to be at a extremely low temperature or the hair will burn and buckle. Okay, also try to stay away from water and sweat. Make sure when you're taking a shower, you put it into a bonnet. Make sure that you're not sweating on your neck. So like she plays softball, I told her that she needs to put it in a braid and twist it up, wrap it up, and keep it off of her neck so it's not on her neck and her back when she's sweating, because that can cause the hair to tangle and mat. Okay, water is its enemy. So now I'm going in with the second bundle. She bought 2 bundles, and you don't have to buy the longest hair. You don't have to buy a 26-inch. You can buy a 12-inch because it's an extended ponytail. So we start at the very tip of the ponytail and wrap our way up, which gives an illusion that you bought a 26-inch bundle. So this 26-inch bundle or 24-inch bundle really looks like it's like a 40-something inch ponytail when really it's not. Okay, so I don't put the glue on the weft, I just go ahead and put the glue right on the front of the ponytail on the Stanex strip. You'll see me do it here in a minute. And then I go in with my blow dryer to give it, see right there? Right there. I put it right there on the Stanex strip. And then I go in with the blow dryer to help it kind of tighten up a little bit and give it some tackiness. And you'll see when it's ready for you to wrap, because that light gray color will turn into kind of a black color. And that's when you can begin to start wrapping. You know that it's ready to hold your weft. Okay, so we're going to go all the way up, and when I get to the end, I'm not going to add glue on the tip. I know you see it here, but it's nowhere near her actual hair or ponytail. But I take the end piece of the hair and just wrap and wrap and wrap and tuck it under there. Seamless, okay? That ponytail is not going to come off at all. No bobby pins, no any of that, okay? You don't need, and you don't even need any glue. Right here, I'm going to do, see, I tested that end part just to see what it was going to do to the hair, and it buckled it, okay? It burnt it. So I had to turn my flat iron down all the way to about a 4 on that Conair. So you see me testing the end. I turned it all the way down to about a 4 on that Conair flat iron. And I will tell you that that hair holds heat, so it will be hot in your hand for a while. So be mindful of that when you do go in on it with a flat iron. And then I just take that band and wrap it all the way around, spraying it with Got to Be Glued, making sure that any flyaways are laying down. You do, and see me molding it, you do want to, oh look, and I took that and tucked that in too, okay? Then go back over, spraying it with your Got to Be Glued, and then take your blow dryer just so you can smooth it and make sure everything is laying flat and seamlessly, okay? Then at this point, if you wanted to add curls, if you had human hair or whatever, you go on ahead and start doing your curls. But she's just going to wear it straight, just the way it is. And I sprayed a little bit of a coconut shine on there just to give it a little bit more shine. And this is your end result. Probably could have did a little bit better as far as tightening up that swoop in the front. I didn't notice it until right now, like I'm looking at the video editing. But she's still cute though, don't get it twisted. Alright, so right here I had her do it again because I wanted her to pull that ponytail around so you could actually see it, because she's wearing that sweater that has black. So I wanted you to see the length of this ponytail right here. It's a beautiful length, a beautiful ponytail. And just show you that it has movement.
Okay. 2022.
And it looks so natural. It looks so natural. So, congratulations to all the class of 2022. Peace.